Good afternoon, students. As it is very much known to you that we have continued to Space Force. Up till now, I have taught you, means in a last lecture, I have taught you about how to represent a force in a vector form. I have taken one problem related to that. Please do remember, as in this semester exam could be objective type, so I have solved some small problems also, and you also practice for them. And though the exam is of theory type, then also it will be very useful for you if you solve small problems. Then I have told you about how to find out magnitude and direction of a force. Then few formula are given to you which are very useful, you are supposed to mug up. Now in that cos square theta x plus cos square theta y plus cos square theta z is equal to 1 is a very important. Okay, then I have taken one problem related to find out magnitude and direction of force. Then I have taught you about how to find out moment of a force about a point. Means this was the force, and I have taught you how to find out the moment of this force about C. For that reason, I have given you this kind of matrix also. Simple determinant you are supposed to find out. Your job is to find out the unit vector for R and unit vector for F. The steps are very much given to you. Okay. Then we have solved this problem also. I have taught you about how to solve this problem. Okay. Then today in today's lecture I am going to tell you how to take the moment of a force about a particular line. See, again this is a one force given in a space force, okay, space force system, and we are going to work out this moment of this force about this CD line. See, you can find out the how I have marked the unit radius vector. Okay, then I have given you few steps over here. First of all, you are supposed to find out force in unit vector manner. Okay, then find out the moment of a force about a point on a line, that is moment at that particular point. Then find unit vector of a line about which we have to find out a moment, that is E line. Okay, what we are going to use these two steps from last bit. Okay, then we have added in this one step. Then to that, perform a dot product of moment vector and unit vector of a line. This gives you magnitude of moment about line. Okay, the formula will be moment of force about that line is equal to moment of point into unit vector of line. Finally, to get the magnitude of force about line, to get the moment of the force about line in the vector form, multiply magnitude with unit vector. Okay, so unit vector of force about moment of a force about line is equal to moment of a moment about that point into unit vector of line. Okay, we will solve one problem, then it will be quite easier for you to understand. Then I'll tell you one more thing, that the force is passing through point A to B. Okay, on its line of action. We want to find out the force about line CD. Okay, then one problem is given to you to understand the concept. A force of 10 kilonewton magnitude is given to you, acts at a points are given. Okay, has its line of action passing through Q, means P and Q are given to you. Calculate the moment of this force about an axis passing through the ST. ST is a line about which we are supposed to work out the moment, where S is a point whose coordinates are given and T's coordinates are also given. What is your job? What they want? They want moment. Calculate moment of this about force about an axis passing through ST, means they want moment of a force about ST. That's it. Then what are the steps to be followed? First of all, work out the unit vector of force. How we are going to work out? We know the formula. F is equal to F into unit vector of PQ. Value of F is 10, that's why it is 10. Then EQ is nothing but a PQ, sorry. PQ means Q minus P will be there, means 10 minus 2 minus 3 minus 3, 4 minus 5 will be there. Then because of that you will get this kind of equations. Getting me? The formula is x2 minus x1 I plus y2 minus y1 j plus z2 minus z1 k divided by x1 minus x2 minus x1 under root x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square plus z2 minus z1 square. Okay, By using that formula we have worked out this unit vector, force unit vector. Okay, then the second step was, first step was to find out force vector, then find moment of a force about particular point. For that reason, moment of force about S is equal to R SP, unit vector of SP. Please do remember, PQ is a force. Okay, PQ is a force, means force is acting on this from this line. Okay, PQ, and they are taking moment about S point. Okay, for that reason SP will be the your unit vector. Okay, radius vector I must say, and this is a force. RSP will be 1I plus 13J plus 2K. How I have worked out this? Okay, SP SP means what? 2 minus 1 will be there for X. 2 minus 1 should come there. Okay, then 3 is a y2 minus 10. Okay, 3 minus 10 will become 13. For that reason 13J is there. Then 5 minus 3, 2 should be there. This is your radius vector. Once you know the radius vector and value of forces are known to you, this is formula for our movement. First row will be ijk, second should be the coefficients of radius vector. I should be below I, coefficient of j should be below j, and coefficient of k should be below k. Likewise, we are having force vector. You are supposed to put your I, means coefficient of I, in this row and below ith column, below jth column, below kth column. You are supposed to solve it as a determinant. First will be I, leave this row and column, multiplication of these two minus this, and by you doing minus j, this row and this column will get left, and multiplication of this two minus this, plus k into this row and this column will get left, and multiplication of these two. Okay, multiplication of these two minus this will give you this row, means these values. Okay, once you know the moment, third step is work out unit vector of line, that is, which is line in this case? ST, means we are supposed to find out the moment about ST. For that reason we are supposed to find out ST. Whenever this kind of equation is there, you don't need to bother about anything, you just know the points of S and T, this minus this, whatever last point is there, this should coordinates of T will become x2, y2 and z2, and coordinates of s will become x1, y1, z1. Likewise, then 5 minus 1 will be there. I have written everything over here, you will understand it, and your est will get found. Then once you know this value, his fourth step is work out moment of force about line is equal to moment about point into unit vector of line. So we should write like this, because moment of point we have taken moment about S, and E, line is nothing but EST, and the moment of force about line is ST. Okay, then see, everything is given to you. Minus 9.995 I, minus 16 point, this is your moment, and this is your line, unit vector of line. Just multiply it and you will get answer as 86. It is very much known to you. I square will give you value, means I square, I into I will give you I square, right, and whose value is 1. Then j square will give you value, k square will give cross product of I and j will not give you any value. By doing that kind of product multiplication, you will get value as 86. Okay, then once you know that value, moment of unit vector of moment of that force about ST is moment of force about ST into unit vector of ST. This value is 86. Put that value, and EST is very much known to you. Just now we have worked out. Put that equation and multiply it, you will get the answer. Clear? Eh? Then I'll tell you about vector components of force. How to find out the vector components of force. See, in a previous chapter, in equilibrium and force system also, we know how to find out the components of any force. If force is inclined, then horizontal component and vertical component is very much known to us, how to find out. Okay, but in this case, what you are supposed to do, first find unit vector of your force, fxi plus fyj plus fzk. Okay, find unit vector of line, that is E line. Okay, then E line is x2 minus x1. All these three steps are very much known to you. Then find magnitude of force component, that is F into unit vector of force into E line. fxi plus fyj plus fzk, this is known to us from first step. E line is nothing but this from second step. Okay, then vector component of force is F is equal to F into E line. That's it. Okay, we'll solve one problem, then it will be clear, otherwise you cannot understand it. A force F is equal to 4i minus 3j plus 8k acts at a point A, act at point A whose coordinates are given to you. Find vector components of the force along the line AB. Coordinates of point B are 3, 2, 3. Okay, A and B points coordinates are given to you. What are the steps to find out the components? First of all, you are supposed to find out the find the unit vector of force. Okay, means force in a vector form. Okay, but it is already given to us, 4i minus 3j plus 8k, so that's why we don't need to bother about it. We'll directly use it. Okay, already given. Then second step is find out unit vector of line. Okay, line is our AB. Okay, so coefficients of B, coordinates of B minus A will be the situation. Okay, so 3 minus 2, all these points are given to you, so we'll work out this. Okay, then F is equal to unit vector of force into AB. So this is given to us, 4i minus 3j plus 8k, and just now we have worked out this. We'll perform the multiplication, then we'll get the value of 1.58, negative sign. Then unit vector of force is equal to F into AB. This is the value of force 1.58, and this is a unit vector of line. We'll multiply it and we'll find out the force. Okay, then another problem is there. By you solving this problem, you will surely understand how to work out the components of force. Okay. A rectangular plate is supported by 3 cables as shown in figure. If the tension in a cable AB is 408 Newton, find the components of force exerted on plate at B. Okay, AB, this is a cable who is having tension. Its value is given to us 408. Okay, what they want, find the components of force exerted on a plate at B. At B, you are supposed to find out the component. Okay, this kind of arrangement is given to you. See, vertical is Y axis, horizontal is X, and this is another axis whose name is Z. Okay, so rectangular plate is like this, whose value in a X direction is 380 in this way and 450 in this way. Okay, from origin, actually I must say a vertical distance is 480. Everything is given to you. How we are going to find out then? First, FAB is given to us, that is 408. If I want to work out the vector force vector of F, then FAB will be F into EAB. 408 value is there. Again, what we are supposed to do here, I know AB is there. We'll start from B and I want to reach to A. I'll follow all the axes. I'll go from B to E, E to O, and O to A. This is one method. Another method is you are supposed to work out the coordinates of this B and coordinates of O. Coordinates means what? From origin you are supposed to find out what is the values of X, what is value of Y, and what is value of Z for this point. What is value of X, Y, Z for this point. For B, it will become from origin minus 320, am I correct? In the negative direction of X, minus 320. Y is 480, comma 480, positive because it is going up. Okay, then Z is from origin in a Z direction. It is in a positive direction, so Z will become 360. And for A, it will become, as it is on origin, X will become 0 and Y will become 480 and Z will become again 0. Please try to understand me. And by putting those values also, you will get the same equation. You can go either by this way, or from you are supposed to reach B to E, E to O, and O to A. Okay, B to E is a distance of 320. Okay, from E to O is a distance of 360, right? For that is 320i, right? This is a 320i. Why I have mentioned positive sign? Because we are reaching from here. Whenever we are in the direction of X, you are supposed to follow positive sign. If I am going from B to in the negative direction, you will get the negative sign. Okay, then from B to O is 360, but in the opposite, how I am going, in a this way, in a opposite to z direction. For that reason minus 360k is there, and y is going up from O to A, that is positive 480. For that reason this kind of values are written. Denominator is this square plus this square plus this square. For that reason this equation has formed. Then I'll get some answer for it, that is 190i plus 288j and minus 216k. This is your component of force at B. What is that? FAB is 190 plus 288j minus 216k. Getting me? If I want to find out the component in for AD, then it will become force AD is equal to F into EAD. I need to follow the path AD. From D to A I want to reach, so I'll follow D to F, F to O, O to A. Okay, DF is a distance of 250 which is given to me, and it is in a negative x direction. How I am moving? D to F, x direction is like this, and I am moving in a reversed way. That's why minus 250 should be there. Okay, F to O, again z direction is going downward, so F to O will become positive. Please don't get confused that from O to means O2 towards E, z should be positive, O to F, z should be negative. Actually it is a clear concept, but how I am moving, that is also important. So F to O should become positive as I am moving in a z direction. Please follow me, I am telling you the truth. See, this is a concept, means whenever we are moving in the direction of your axis, whatever direction is given to you, if we are moving in that direction, it should be positive. If though I am in this era, means the section where positive values are there, though I am moving from E to O, this value should be negative. Though I am here where negative values are there, but I am moving from F to O, means towards in a positive direction. For that reason this value should become positive. From O to A it is positive 480 because the direction is upward. If I am moving from O to A to O, then it should become negative. Getting me? For that reason these values are there, minus 250 plus 360 plus 480j. Okay, if I multiply it, I'll get this kind of values. Then FAC means force into EAC. Again we need to concentrate on EAC. I have mentioned two paths over here. We can go by this way or this way also. We should get the same answer. How I am reaching from C to A actually. Okay, C E O to A is one path. Okay, and then another path is C to G. Okay, G to O and O to A. We should get the same answers. See, C to E is nothing but a 450, but I am going in a reverse way of x-axis. For that reason negative 450 will be there. From E to O, again negative value, that is 360 minus 360j k, plus O to A is 480j. Coefficients of y will become j, coefficient of z will become k, and coefficients of x will become I. For that reason you will get this kind of equations. Getting me?